In language teaching, one of the key foundations is to situate language use within meaningful real-life contexts. Rather than presenting language as isolated items to be mastered, contextualized teaching invites learners to use language in situations that are purposeful, relevant, and connected to their world. When we contextualize language, we ask, what is the purpose of this exchange? Who are the participants? What roles do they play? What social norms, tone, register, or genre apply? What situation or environment is this taking place in? These questions help us shape lessons that go beyond drills and take on real communicative value. We can express contextualized language teaching in the classroom in several ways: working with real or simulated situations, paying attention to the physical and social setting of interaction, using language that reflects the roles of the participants, recognizing the medium, tone, genre, and register of the language use, structuring curriculum or lessons around themes or topics that thread through the course. When lessons focus on themes or topics, learners engage not simply in isolated grammar or vocabulary items, but in cohesive narratives, tasks, or investigations that give language meaning. Why contextualize language? Because language is always constructed through a blend of purpose, situation, and social need. By embedding language in context, lessons are more likely to lead to deeper learning. Because teaching language in context supports the integration of different skills, reading, writing, speaking, listening, rather than treating them as separate compartments. Because meaningful themes and topics motivate learners as they engage with content that interests them, that challenges them, and that they feel connected to. Illustrations of contextualized tasks. Consider several different classroom examples. A low-level class might use a song like head, shoulders, knees, and toes while physically touching body parts. This ties vocabulary to movement, rhythm, memory, and context. Another class might adopt a rainforest theme. Students form groups named after rainforest animals. A paper canopy is built in a corner of the room, and students create humorous sentences about rainforest creatures while learning parts of speech. The thematic context supports language learning in a playful and immersive way. Intermediate students may role-play problems around television viewing habits. They act out son, mother, father, friend, make decisions about lifestyle change, and discuss causes and consequences. Language use becomes connected with authentic social themes. Advanced learners may research a topical issue, such as genetic testing, explore ethical questions, present findings in groups, and teach their peers. The topic invites advanced structures, collaboration, and integrated language use. From these illustrations, we notice how context shapes language. Choice of vocabulary. Verb, tenses. Formality versus informality. Roles of speaker-listener, the materials used, the medium, song, skit, presentation, and interaction patterns, group work, whole class, peer teaching. Techniques for contextualizing language. Here are several techniques teachers can use to design lessons with strong contextualization. Use authentic texts, films, documentaries, news, radio broadcasts, or realistic simulations. Incorporate storytelling, either oral or written, so that learners are engaged in narrative, characters, events. Use problem-solving tasks, riddles, role-play, games, performance activities, skits, models, presentations. Design longer-term projects, bulletin boards, classroom models, group research, community events. Use realia and authentic materials, advertisements, menus, maps, artifacts, to anchor language in the real world. Organize curriculum or units around themes or topics that carry through several lessons, rather than isolated, disconnected units. Action plan for your teaching. Reflect on your own classes. What themes or topics are already part of your curriculum, which your learners enjoy or are motivated by? Could you ask your learners to help identify new or related themes? Choose a theme or topic and then design a lesson segment, for example, 15 minutes, that includes some of the contextualizing techniques listed above. Authentic task, role play, game or performance, problem-solving activity. Develop your segment. Think about what happens before and after this activity. how it connects to other lesson parts, what language you expect learners to use, and how fluency and accuracy will be supported. Try the segment with your learners. After implementation, review and rewrite your plan based on feedback, reflection, and learner engagement. Think about how you will revisit the key language and content concepts in later lessons to build cumulative learning. Summary: contextualizing language means designing learning experiences where language is not taught in isolation but is anchored in meaningful communicative purposes, real or simulated contexts, and relevant themes. Such design supports integrated skills, motivates learners, and helps them make stronger connections between language and real communication. By anticipating context, choosing appropriate tasks, and planning sequences thoughtfully, the teacher maximizes the opportunity for learners to use language in purpose-driven ways and to develop confidence, competence, and autonomy.